Welcome to Reading Comprehension for 5th graders by Ball State students Kayla Gergens,
Benson Hill,
and Christina Kajiwa.
Here at Reading Comprehension for 5th graders, we teach fundamental skills from the Language Arts Core Standards website in order to help students understand reading literature. One page on our website is dedicated to each of the lessons we're about to cover, so feel free to access those resources for further information.
the whole point of comparing and contrasting is to give you a better understanding of the literature in which you are focusing on. When you compare and contrast, you analyze the literature by seeing the similarities and the differences amongst two different pieces of literature. When you contrast, you look at how they differ. When you compare, you look at how they are similar. By looking at the photo in the slide, you can see how they compare and contrast. When you compare them, you see that they are both red cars. When you contrast them, you see that by looking at their headlights, the smaller one has yellow headlights and the larger one has white or colorless headlights.
Point of view is whose eyes we are experiencing the event through. It can either be in first person or third person. First person uses I, me, and we words. In first person, the character does not know everything that is happening or what other people are thinking. Third person uses he, she, and they words. In third person, there is a godlike narrator that knows everything that is happening.
Vocabulary is a huge part of literature. The term vocabulary itself means a set of words within a language that are familiar to a certain person. It develops with age. Strong vocabulary leads to better reading skills. It also plays a vital role in writing. The stronger your vocabulary, the more understood your message will be.
Quoting is a valuable skill that adds credibility to your paper. To quote, you merely take out the text you are wondering using your paper and put quotations around it. Make sure you cite your sources by putting parentheses after the quotation and putting the info from where you got your quote from. No one really wants to be sued for plagiarism, so make sure you do this.
An important part of understanding what you read is being able to determine the theme. The theme of the story is what the author is trying to get you to learn from it. It can also be called the moral of the story. Usually, its purpose is to teach a general lesson about life or people. This theme should be present throughout the entire story. Now, you're probably wondering how you're supposed to find it. Don't worry, Grace Fleming of About.com breaks it down into 2 helpful and easy steps. After you've read the story, the first step is to sum it up in a single word that you think is its main subject. For example, the main subject of Little Red Riding Hood is deception. Step 2 is to take this subject and turn it into a message that fits the story. We can turn the subject of deception into the message innocence leads to deception. Congratulations! That concludes the teaching portion of our video. To practice these new skills, we recommend that you check out our practice example page and download the activity sheet. Thank you for watching and happy reading!